Have you guys ever had display campaigns work for lead gen?
Nope.
No.
We
Nope.
could generate
We
a
have it.
ton of we could generate a ton of leads in display for
Hundreds.
lead
But
gen,
they're trash.
but they're trash. And they're like, I didn't submit my information here. What are you talking about, ma'am?
They're like Facebook
it
leads.
just came in 30 seconds ago. What do you
No,
mean?
it gets even better. Mark, we used to do it for dental, what is it? Dental
Yep.
like something like that. So we'd have somebody fill out a form, dude, that was like this friggin' long with like all these like intimate questions about like getting this consultation, and they'd be like, "No, I didn't fill it out. That wasn't me." Like, dude, you have no teeth. Like, what are you doing? What are you filling this out for then?
It's very, very strange. Very, very strange. And we got our list burned on the display network. We had a nice size retargeting list. It was like
Oh man, yeah,
10 or 20,000 people on the list.
that hurt.
All of a sudden it got intermingled with spam and
Oh man.
and all of a sudden these retargeting campaigns would burn through their budget in like a minute, and we're like, what is that? And they were like, oh, okay, there's spam in here. The support would say they cleaned out the spam, it's gone. We do it again, gone. And then basically came back that the list was ruined, and we had to start over. And we're like,
They opened up our list without telling us to some other audience segment or something. It was a new feature when it rolled out, and it opened up our list and mixed it with something else, some kind of targeting, and it just flooded us with like irrelevant.
so sad. It was such a waste of a good list, because
Oh
that
my
display
God.
list,
Spent years making that list.
we used to get this was for white label PPC. We used to get like $100 to $200 leads in that, and on the display retargeting list, we get leads for like $5 to $10.
Wow.
So it was like it was heartbreaking. Like, it was such a disappointment.
Yeah, the display thing is just click farms. I think it's the same thing that PMAX Performance Max is dealing with. It's just you got people who want AdSense revenue, and if they see conversions coming from that domain, then Google's AI is going to send more traffic to it. Dumb PPC managers that don't check websites, no offense, but they're going to go and send more traffic to it. It's just they game the algorithm. So, and they'll do pretty advanced stuff like you described and fill out a form or something. It's crazy. It's crazy.
We had to work one time for buy houses fast, buy house for cash, but we worked really, really freaking hard at it to get it to work. But it was the only way we were trying to scale it for a client. It kind of worked. That's about the only time I literally remembered display ever doing anything for anybody ever outside of branding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll recommend it for branding if people really want to have reach, but no one cares about branding. Sorry, all you branding people.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, I kind of like Facebook retargeting for branding better. If you spend $5 a day there versus $5 a day on retargeting for the Google network, you're getting 0 impressions in Google versus, I'm assuming the person's got a small list. I'm assuming they've got a couple hundred people on the list. I'd rather spend $5 a day on Facebook for retargeting than I would on display, because you just wouldn't get much. So
yeah, we do both.
You guys know something interesting that I just realized recently? So I just finished up making a new course for real estate investors. And I was actually in the course, I'm building campaigns from scratch, which I haven't done in forever. Right. So I'm going through the whole process from start to finish and taping everything. And Google now, I don't know if they've always done this, or at least last time I built a campaign, they weren't doing this, but you go through the steps to build the search campaign. And then once you hit publish, you have to go back in the settings and turn off display network again. Because even though you disable it when you're setting up the campaign, they freaking turn it on as soon as you hit publish on the campaign. You got to go back in and turn it off.
That happened to me just this week or last week. I created a test campaign for tracking for whatever. And I did a search campaign for just our brand. I turned it on. I'm like, why the heck is display on? I know I turned that crap off. Yeah, they totally left it on.
Yep.
Wow.
That's an important tip there for anybody watching this. If you're building new campaigns, make sure that you're double turning off display network, because they're going to do it anyway.
Insane.
It's brutal. And
and also
watching out for us.
Yeah, and also making sure you're turning off recommendations. Just double checking that you've turned it off and it hasn't been turned back on. That's been known to happen as well. It's like, well, no, I know I turned that off. It's been off, and now all of a sudden it's back on. So gotta be careful there as well.
Auto apply.
Yeah. We had a guy turn all his keywords kept turning a broad match. He'd call in and be like, dude, well, like these leads are terrible. And we're like, what is going on? And we're like yelling at him, like, you gotta stop. You're changing all it. Then we go to change history. It's auto apply everything, and I was like, oh my God, man, this is just, I'm
That's
done.
the
I'm
future of Google, everybody. This is what they want to. This is let them have control. Give them control, and you can see the fruits of their labor.
You should budget to $5,000 a day overnight while you're sleeping.
Yeah, well, they recommended it. I bet they did. I recommend you pay us $5,000 more too. Come on, let's do it.